What's going on, everybody? This is the Burn Down. I'm Justin.
I am Eric.
We're back for another episode. Today we're going to be talking about all the famous people that smoke cigars that have inspired us.
Yeah, the people who we like to look up to. You know, the people that ultimately got us to where we are in our smoking journey. And the people who make it fun to look up to, who are celebrities, right? So,
yeah. So if you're in that sort of stuff, stay tuned. It's the Burn Down.
It's the Burn Down. What's going on, everybody? It is the Burn Down. I'm Eric.
I'm Justin.
And today we have a very exciting and special episode for everybody. We're going to be talking about the people who inspire us, the people who we look up to in the celebrity world of cigars. So, I know I got a list of them. I can go all day. I don't know about you.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's so many people you could talk about. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of these. You know, if you look up cigars, famous cigar quotes when you're looking to post something on the gram and you can get that nice little witty caption, right? Insert quote here.
You got them all.
These names have come up. So we're just going to kind of go back and forth. We got a list courtesy of cigarficcionado.com. They posted an article, top 100 cigar smokers of the 20th century.
Yeah, just as a little backup. I mean, we have our own little list in our own head that we'll go off of, but we'll do some searching, see if we can find a little nook and cranny that, it's a fun fact that we never knew.
Maybe we'll do random number like we did for the first and second date. Throw a random number in there and we'll see how it is.
Yeah,
so
we'll do something like that. So let's get it started. So what are we smoking today, Just? What do you got for us?
Shit.
What do you got for the people?
Well, we got two to choose from.
Oh, hold up. Before we say anything, go to novacigar.com. We got an exclusive promotion code, burndown20. Takes off 20%, and what else?
Plus free shipping. We all know how annoying it is when you go to purchase something and it comes up, okay, it's going to be $19.99 or whatever it is, and you come down and it says, boom, we're going to charge you another $20 for shipping.
Like taxes.
Like, what the fuck, man?
It's like, oh, I'm going to pay $100. Oh, no, you're going to pay $125. And you're like,
nah, we didn't do that. 20% off your entire order plus free shipping. Go to Nova Cigar. I believe it's novacigar.com, right?
Novacigar.com, burndown20.
Get yourself some stogies.
They're really, really good. We wouldn't promote them. We wouldn't be talking about them because we smoked them ourselves if we didn't like them. So you know it's good stuff. So get on to that.
Do it.
Now we're back to what our regular production was. So what are we saying here?
So how we're going to start this episode, we already got some beer poured because we were drinking a little bit earlier. This is a Saturday that we're filming this. Football Saturday for college football.
We getting lit.
You know how it is. So we got some beer. We're going to top these bad boys off. We're going to talk about what we're smoking. So what we have today is we got two different sticks. We're not sure which one we're going to smoke, but they were provided to us by Villiger Cigar. So shout out to Villiger. Thank you very, very much.
Appreciate that. Appreciate it.
They had sent us.
What we got? Yeah, let me see something over there.
So I put these in a bag because I had opened them up already. These are the Libertad. I think that's how you say it, Libertad.
Okay.
Villiger. They have the red label.
Nice.
What do we got here? Libertad, blah, 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 blah.
Nice black.
Okay, so it's the Villiger La Libertad, which translates to the word freedom from Spanish. In 2016, ranked amongst the top 25 cigars in Cigar Snob magazine. And it was included in Cigar Ficcionado's Best Buy list, receiving a rating of 92.
Okay. I like the label so far. It's my favorite color combination, black, red, and then also gold. It's looking real pretty.
I love it, dude. It looks good. I like the Villiger labels. So this one's medium in strength. Cigar known for its complex flavors. Has notes of nutmeg, cinnamon, crushed peanuts with a little bit of cedar intonations and black tea with a floral finish. Boxes of 20, and they go for about $6 or $7 a stick. So we have those.
Here you go, my friend. Take it.
Is that what we're doing? We're not gonna.
Oh, we
have the second one, man.
Oh shit! I thought we only had one in here. Sorry, I heard you said we have two others.
Down there, right there.
Oh.
So why don't I open it up and you read it?
Oh, these guys.
So this was the second box, and I haven't even opened these yet. So I'm gonna open this and you read about it.
So this is the Villiger Cuellar Black Forest. Villiger Cuellar Black Forest. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Is a Dominican-made cigar, which is with a feature of a dark, rich oily and flavored Maduro tobacco. This is inspired by the mystical Black Forest located on the southern side of Germany, close to the border.
Ooh.
That's all right up your alley, Mr. Germany.
Hell yeah.
Close to the border of Switzerland, where the Villiger headquarters resides. All right, the Villiger Cuellar Black Forest features Dominican fillers and binder housed outside in a gorgeous, oily Maduro wrapper. Mr. Heinrich Villiger, together with Josie Blanco, filled the Black Forest. Boasts deeply rich flavors with a distinct finish that's sweet, and it sets it apart from other blends.
All right, so I'm doing this while recording. I don't give a shit. I got to take a little video for the gram.
On Instagram, straight flexing.
Get the video gram going.
Nice box, man. I got.
You know, you seen this live, watching the day in the life of Dapper Cigar, posting that content on the gram. Show them how it's done, son. Show them how it's done.
All right, this is how we do it. You got to set it up, get the table set up, you get the phone out, and I'm going to take a video, and then you can screenshot the video, bro.
Secret tip. iPhone, if you have an iPhone, I don't know about Android. And if you have an Android, I don't know what you're doing. But iPhone, the video is so clear that you can take a video of something yourself, of an object, a cigar, beer, whatever. You take screenshots right from the video. And it's clear as day. It's clear as a picture almost. And it's what I do. I know what Justin does too as well. So look at him taking his Instagram content right now. Getting involved. Look at that. Angles on point. Background on point. Oh my God. This is Instagram Pictures 101 right here.
Oh.
Easy as that. Did that take all day? No. Took not even a minute.
See, that's all about.
So what do you want? You want to smoke?
I don't know, man. This is a nice presentation they got. Little Black Forest box. There's 3 of them in there.
Those do look good. But you know what? How about you smoke one of those? I'll smoke one of these.
All right.
Little differentiation.
I kind of wanted to smoke that one, but
you want to smoke? Oh, then we'll smoke these. Whatever. They're already open. Yeah, keep those bad boys marinating. Keep them marinating.
All right. Okay,
Take it.
So let's cut these. We're gonna spark it up, and we'll be right back.
Villiger Libertad. If you guys didn't hear, Justin went, "Oh, this is a great size," and I went, "Yeah." That's what she said.
It feels so good on my lips.
My God, you dirty boy.
You're a dirty boy.
So this is a Robusto, 52. What is it, 5.5 by 52?
Yeah, but I thought it's a little bit thicker because typically Robustos aren't 5x50s.
Yeah, it feels. I don't know.
It just feels a little bit thicker. I don't know. Maybe it's like a 52.5, 53. I don't know, but
I like the gauge of my cigars usually 50, 52.
Mm-hmm.
Usually Toro, Robusto. That's right up my alley.
This is beautiful.
This is right up my alley.
It's a great construction. Right off the bat, it had nice smooth smoke. It was easy to light.
Yeah.
You can actually hear it crackling a little bit. It was nice. So,
yeah,
let's cheers. And here's what we're going to cheers to.
Here's to our cigar inspirations, the people who inspire us to relax and enjoy a cigar.
And here's to
Villiger.
Libertad. To freedom.
We love freedom. America, baby.
America. All right. So let's
get into it.
Let's get this popping.
So
you started off, and I'm gonna
let me think here.
top off our beers here.
So
get your beer.
Beers here, ice cold beer.
Ice cold.
My first. Oh, pop it off. Here we go. We did this last time.
First try.
Boom. I like that.
Learned that in my college days.
That kind of turned me on, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
But, I mean, what first comes to mind when I think of cigars, I mean, if anyone who knows me, come on, bro, it's Tony Soprano.
Fuck
Tony Soprano, a.k.a.
Tony fucking Soprano.
James Gandolfini, R.I.P.
Yeah, maybe rest in peace, bro.
He's my favorite show, favorite character. But you think of cigars, you know, mob boss, doing his thing, taking care of his dysfunctional family as well as his dysfunctional Italian mobster family. You know what? And always came to him a cigar. Smoked the cigars in a funeral home.
I don't think you can smoke in here. Who's gonna complain? Huh? Him? Hey, you mind?
And I read, he used to smoke Macanudo sometimes here and there on the show, but what he smoked a lot was the CAO, and correct me, I know you know the name of it, CAO La Anniversario. So the CAO Maduro La Anniversario. I can't say it, whatever, too much of a tongue, too many syllables. But apparently it's his favorite cigar on the show that he smoked a lot. So fun fact, that's why they came out with the CAO Consigliere Tony Soprano edition. Ooh. So it's the CAO, it's black and red label as well, but they came out with the Tony Soprano edition of his cigar, which was really cool. I wish I was able to buy his specific cigar. They sell the CAO Consigliere still that I smoke sometimes. It's actually a really good smoke for like $9-10. But the Tony Soprano edition, if anyone knows who has one, send it my way. I'll be so appreciative.
Hell yeah.
But that'd be one of them. Tony Soprano. I mean, how can you not think of him?
I know, absolutely. I mean,
he makes great gifts. If you put in Tony Soprano gifts, he's always like,
oh yeah. I mean, one of the most famous and one that I can think of is Winston Churchill, and there's a bunch of famous quotes from him. But they did what was the movie that they did about him? You know what I'm talking about?
It just came out a few years ago.
I can't think of the name of it.
Yeah.
But it was the movie of Winston Churchill, and I think there was something where they said that during the filming of the movie, they spent some astronomical number on cigars because Winston Churchill smokes a cigar every single day, multiple times a day, and he said that the best time was in the wee hours of the night when he was by himself, like doing work at 2:00 in the morning, whatever. They said that they spent like tens of thousands of dollars on cigars during that film. Yeah, it was something. I mean, don't quote me. I mean, but I know that it was a lot of money.
Money on just cigars for people who don't.
Yeah, because he had to have one like every scene basicly.
Wow.
But
that's why they came out with the Davidoff
Winston Churchill and the late hour. Yeah,
good cigar. Who else comes to mind? I like the story of Jack Nicholson. So Jack Nicholson is a later cigar smoker. He used to smoke a lot of cigarettes, as you can probably see, as progression through his career.
Oh, yeah.
But I read somewhere that he said that he transitioned from cigarettes to cigars later in life when he was on the course, and he would smoke half a pack when he was golfing. He said, this probably isn't too good for me.
It went to a cigar?
And then he started going to cigars, and then he said that his, what do you call it? What do you call your score? You know what? Your handicap. His handicap went down by 12.
When he switched from
the cigars, he said, my handicap went down by 12.
Shit.
So, I mean, I think that was a cool story, but...
Well, it certainly hasn't helped my freaking golf. Actually, I take that back. There was this one time I was golfing, and I'm just going to say it's because of the fact that you mentioned it brought his handicap down. There was one time I was golfing, and I had the front nine, and it was probably the worst front nine I've ever played in my entire life. Okay? Absolutely awful.
Happens to the best of us.
I think I shot probably into the 50s. It was just the worst. I had 2 8s. It was terrible.
Humble brag.
It was the terrible, worst golf round, first 9 I've ever. So then I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on? Usually, I'm not a great golfer, right? I try to stick to bogey golf.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, if I'm anywhere below 45 or something like that in the 40 range, I'm like, okay, this is a good round.
Sure,
right?
sure.
So I was shooting in the 50s. I had 2 8s. I had a couple 6s. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I get to the back to the turn. I'm like, all right, hold on, because it was earlier in the morning. So now after the front 9, it's a little bit later in the morning. I said, all right, hold on, I'm gonna go get a hot dog from the house, right? Because I was starving. I'm like, give me the hot dog.
Nothing like the back 9.
So then I was like, I'm gonna get a few beers. So I chugged the beer and I cracked open another one and I lit up a stogie. Then I proceeded at the best back 9 I've ever had in my life. And I think I shot even par or even 1 under on the back 9. And I go, oh, fuck, all I needed was a damn cigar.
It's another example why cigars
Son of a
are
bitch.
Great. Cigars are great, man.
I remember that. It was great. It went from being the worst round ever to the best. All because of cigar and beer.
And I love that famous picture of Jack Nicholson smoking a cigar. And he's like this. And it has the little O.
Yep, I just tried to. Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah,
That's a good one. So, what else? Who else?
another famous one I'm gonna bring, and this is, this is because me being a basketball guy.
Hold on, let me say. Basketball guy, cigar. Allen Iverson.
What?
Bruh.
Oh, you mean Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan. Oh, sorry.
Oh shit!
I was just kidding.
Yeah, no. So MJ, everybody knows MJ loves cigars, but great story about MJ is it was, I believe it was a playoff. It was a playoff game, and he had gone into. I think they were playing the Bullets. Okay, and I think this was like the Washington Bullets or something.
Back in the day.
So listen to this. So
Pre-Wizards.
and they had interviewed one of the guys on the Bullets team, and they said that Jordan walked in before the game. He walked into the other team's locker room, into the Bullets locker room with a lit cigar, and he walks in. He goes, "So who's gonna check me tonight?"
Oh.
And everybody looked around like, "Oh shit!" And he walked out and he dropped 55 on them.
Wow. That's why he's the GOAT, bro.
Walks in with a lit cigar.
You don't hear Bron doing that.
Before the game, lit cigar, asks him, who's going to check me tonight? Dude. I'm like, what a freaking... And everybody in the locker room just kind of stared at each other and laughed because they're like, shit.
Yeah, who is it? Who's going to be? Damn, dude. I never heard that story.
Yeah, and they had another where they were on...
Oh,
dude.
That is just...
Boss.
That's just boss savagery on another level, man. Like
boss.
You're just walking in, owning. You just know who you are, and you're like,
oh yeah,
no.
Oh yeah.
Who's gonna D on me tonight?
Yeah, who's got me tonight? I'm dropping 50 on you. Man, they were talking about his teammates. They had asked he would light up cigars on the bus, like on the Bulls bus going to games. He'd light up a cigar, be smoking, and they had asked his non-smoking teammates like, what do you think about that? He goes, we're just the apostles. Jesus was smoking, so there's really nothing we can do.
I agree, man.
I'm like, oh, shit. Like, what are you going to tell him? He's a 5-time MVP. You're going to say, no, you got to put that out.
I mean, yeah, you're talking to the king,
Fuck no, you ain't saying shit.
Yeah, if he's leading you to all the wins and the championships, if that's what gets him going, if that's what produces all the points, the wins, the rebounds, everything, the steals, shit.
I love it. I heard that song is fucking great.
Formula to success, man. Good stuff.
Lit cigar.
Who else? You
want to go through the list? You want to pick somebody off the list? Kind of scroll down?
Oh, let me think here still on my top of my head before we go. Oh, Al Pacino. Come on, man. It's one of your favorite movies, Scarface.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. He was smoking cigar like all the time.
Almost every, a lot of times in Scarface, he's always smoking. And at that time, Scarface was like the movie, the manly movie. If you people were...
Say hello to my little friend.
It's okay, no big deal.
That's okay, no big deal.
And people, were aiming, that was the goal.
My partners and I are pissed, Tony.
That's okay, no big deal.
Imagine saying that like nowadays to somebody like, you're on a big conference call and a big customer. The customer walks in and be like, I'm fucking pissed. That's okay.
Your numbers are down 50%.
That's okay, no big deal.
It's okay, no big deal.
Wow. But he was like that movie in the 80s was like, he was the epitome of a man. Like, that's what people strive to be. And then it's like, well, he smokes cigars too,
Didn't give a shit about nothing.
And, I just think, I think a cigar.
He killed his best friend. Killed his fucking best friend. No, I'm not.
You don't mix pleasure with business, man. You don't go around with my man's sister. So
that's.
If you ask me, he had every right to get got.
He had every. You ever see that one? Okay, this is a side note.
He said, "Hold on." He said, "Don't go over my sister over there. Don't be doing that." And then he goes, "Okay, no problem." What does he do? He explicitly told you.
He told you it was gonna happen.
And he's the biggest drug lord in Miami. He's not afraid to do nothing. That's what you're gonna do,
dude.
You got.
Fucking playing with fire, man. I love the. Okay, so this side note. I don't know if this guy smokes cigars, but you ever see the interview with Marshawn Lynch? He's like, "I'm gonna get mine before I get got though." He's like, I ain't gonna get got. I'm gonna get mine. I'll get got.
It's something like that, and it's so funny. He goes, "I'm gonna get mine
before I get got though."
He's like, what does he say? He says something like that. He's like, before I get got, I'm gonna get mine before I get got though, or something.
It was he said like get and got and yeah.
I mean, I know I'm gonna get got, but I'm gonna get mine more than I get got though.
It's so funny.
But he's a beast, absolute beast,
savage.
I loved about him, and to go on to that story, is I loved whenever he scored a touchdown, like in his latter years. In the latter part of his career. I was going to say later years, and then I wanted to use the word ladder because it sounds more sophisticated.
Is ladder a word?
Yeah.
Besides like climbing ladder?
No, like the latter part of your career means like the ending years.
That's a new word to me. Got to add in the vocabulary.
Right? Like the former or the latter. The first thing you said or the last thing you said, whatever.
How do you spell it? Ladder.
Latter.
Damn, that's a new word I got to add to my vocabulary.
Yeah, vocabulary.
That's a good word. I
like it. Whenever he scored a touchdown, he wouldn't celebrate like crazy. He would just go up and shake everybody's hand on offense, say good play, and he'd walk off.
My favorite one was when he would cross the end zone. He would hold his nuts.
All right. Anyway,
classic.
So let's go down some of this list here. What do we got? Do you want to do it where we pick a number like we did the first and second date, or you just want to kind of scroll down and see what pops out?
We'll do like one or two numbers, and then we'll kind of scroll down and see what we got.
All right, so these are the top 100 cigar smokers.
Yeah, so this is an article by Cigar Aficionado, the top 100 cigar smokers of the 20th century, from Vince McMahon. No, that's not McMahon, is it? There's no.
That's McMahon. Well, it's McMahon. Mick Mahone. I don't know. Whatever it is.
Anyway, this came out 20 years ago.
Why does it say November, December 19th?
This is the article that came out 20 years ago. But
was it most recent? I don't know.
I guess, yeah, there's no one really recent on here besides old timers. All right.
Well, I don't know. Did you just find this article?
I mean, if it's dated 99.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, maybe this was like 20 years ago. But
I guess.
I guess.
What does he say?
Wait, let's see. All the way to the bottom? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, fuck it. We're 20 years too late. But this shit. We're talking about it anyway.
We're going to pick...
I guess.
We'll pick number 11 to read from. Who's 11?
11.
Nah.
Al Capone.
All right.
What does it say here? One of America's most notorious gangsters was about to board for a train for prison, having been nailed for tax evasion. During the Roaring '20s, Capone rolled gambling, prostitution, despite his for violence. He was generous. As he was led to the train in 1932 after losing his appeal, Capone...
That doesn't say anything about it.
It doesn't say it.
Oh, the last sentence. As he was led to the train in 1932 after losing his appeal, Cone, I don't know how you say that word.
Bade adieu to his freedom by lighting a cigar. Oh, bid adieu. Okay.
So as he was losing his
freedom by lighting a cigar.
Smoke a cigar.
That's kind of interesting because we're smoking freedom cigars.
Wow. Yeah, we're smoking Villiger Libertad, which means freedom, and Al Capone smoked one before he lost his freedom. One thing about Al Capone, though, he makes his little cigarillos called Al Capones.
Yeah, well, he doesn't make them.
He doesn't make them. But he used to be like that was like a thing in high school. It'd be like, oh, I got some Al Capones.
You just think you were shit smoking those. Yeah. All right, so there's one right above this. And I'm gonna let you have this one because I know how much you like baseball. So the one,
Yankees. So this is
number 10 is.
So I appreciate it. So 10 is number Babe Ruth. So Babe Ruth is one of the top cigar guys in the 20th century. So this says he's larger than life persona, his considerable girth, and his. It's just a funny word to say girth.
It's just funny because I know we read this beforehand. I know the ending of the story. So why would they put that in the first sentence?
We didn't even read the first part. We read the bottom part.
I know.
So anyways,
considerable girth.
Girth is just a good word. I love using the word girth.
Girth.
Oh, girth.
Imagine naming a kid Girth.
Got a lot of girth on this one.
Imagine if Garth Brooks' name was Girth Brooks.
Oh God.
Girth.
So it says his larger than life persona, his considerable girth, and his vest for excess couldn't disguise the fact that George Herman Ruth was one of the best baseball players of the century. Facts. A standout pitcher for the Boston Red Sox before being traded to the New York Yankees, Ruth was the greatest slugger of all time. Pretty good facts. And perhaps of all time. Off the field, the Babe loved the good life. Food, drink, women, and cigars. While still in Boston, he invested in a local cigar factory. Okay, I never knew that. That produced a nickel smokes with his picture plastered in the wrapper. Quote, I smoked them until I was blue in the face. End quote. He once laminated.
Lamented.
Need
glasses. Need binoculars. I know it's fucking small.
On a road trip, he snuck a woman into the room. Classic. He was sharing with.
He was on a road trip to playing ball.
Sneaking women in, baby. Classic. into a room he was sharing with Ernie Shore, a fellow Red Sox pitcher who once combined with...
Wait a second. So he was on the road, and he snuck a woman into his room with the opposing team's pitcher?
No, with his teammate. He was on the Red Sox still.
Oh, okay. While it's still in Boston.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought this was when he was playing against Boston.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
So Ernie Shore, a fellow Red Sox pitcher who once combined with Ruth to pitch a perfect game against the Washington Senators. Not surprisingly, Shore couldn't sleep as the sounds... so basically the sounds of Babe Ruth putting in work. And Babe's bed was hard to shut. Okay, so the next day... So Babe was having a little fun with this female he brought back to the room.
He was getting a little frisky.
A little frisky. And his sleeping mate or his roommate couldn't sleep because he heard too much noises. So it says the next day, Shore noticed 4 or 5 cigar butts next to sleeping. Oh my God.
Today, Junior.
Next to a sleeping Ruth.
Next to a sleeping Ruth. The Babe's explanation later, quote, "Oh, that? I like cigars every time I'm finished."
Bruh.
Bruh. That is classic. Let me read that one more time. The next day, Shore noticed 4 or 5 cigar butts next to a sleeping Ruth. The Babe's explanation later, "Oh, that? I like a cigar every time I finish." That is classic. I love that.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That is
hysterical.
awesome.
Hysterical.
Okay, so
that was a
wait.
good one.
So here we go. So you were talking about Jack Nicholson. So right above that, number 9 was Jack Nicholson. And they're talking about blah, 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 all the way at the bottom. Okay, picture was shot, 9 Nicholson's. At one time, he was able to light up right on the arena floor. So at a Lakers game.
Sick.
But as California anti-smoking laws got tougher, he found himself relegated to a hallway, eventually outside the building himself. He goes, "But I get around it," he said in 1995. "I sneak into the men's room at halftime, like when I was in high school, and take my dregs there." So he would go into the Lakers locker room and smoke during the games.
Damn, that's next level.
Favorite cigar? Monte Cristo.
Good one.
So here's right here, number 15.
Here's your boy.
Here's my boy, Arnold.
Let's hear it.
Arnold.
Tell the people why you like
I
Arnold.
pick things up and puts them down. So one of my favorite things from Arnold, big cigar smoker, okay? Crazy. And the fact that
just while Arnold Schwarzenegger is a huge cigar guy, that I just feel like that debunks anything that says cigars are bad for you. Here he is, Mr. Bodybuilder worldwide, likes to stay in shape, eat well, fit body.
Michael Jordan, greatest basketball player of all time.
Hello.
George Burns lived to be like 100.
What's his face? Not what's his face, but Avo.
Oh yeah, Avo Uvazian.
He lived till 90 years old.
92 or something. Yeah.
And he smoked cigars every day.
Yeah. So Arnold is. So it actually talks about this, but there's a video, and I'm sure any cigar smoker, avid cigar smoker, might have seen this video.
And if you don't, listen up and YouTube it because this is a great video.
Oh, it's a great video where he talks about. Some interviewer had asked him what his wife thinks about cigars, and it's fantastic. He goes, listen. He goes, "When my wife's father introduced me to cigars, what is she going to say? That her father made a mistake? No, because her father never makes a mistake.
Because I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone. I smoke my stogie anywhere I want. I don't have to find a hideout place like you."
Fucking love it. And his accent's fantastic. I mean, I think he's Austrian, but he speaks German, so I'm partial to him already.
A fun fact, I don't know much about him. I'm not really a fan of him, but I know Tom Selleck is a huge cigar fan, avid cigar smoker. And I read once that the best way to read a script was by smoking a cigar.
Best way to read a script?
Yeah. Best way to read a script was smoking a cigar. I thought that was pretty good by him, too.
Where was the one that we saw before? Oh, here it is. King Edward VII. Gentlemen, you may smoke.
Perfect. Can't beat that one. Let me see here.
All right, pick another number. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, 42.
42.
Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, Rocky.
Hey, Rocky.
Hey, yo. Why do you fight? Because I can't sing or dance. Hey, yo.
Hey, oh, hey. My name is Rocky Balboa, the Italian stallion.
That's a great scene when he's running the commercials.
Dude, every single time when he wins it. He wins it for the first time. He goes, "Yo, Adrian, I did it!" Fucking crying, single tear. Every time I'm like,
especially in Rocky 2 when Adrian's sitting at home and he finally wins.
yeah, that's what I'm talking
no,
about. That's the one.
is she
She's sitting at home and he's like, "Yo, Adrian, I did it." And she's like, "I love you." I'm
You're
like,
oh, shit.
I'm like, I just got something in both my eyes.
I'm not crying. You're crying, man.
Oh, here's one. Thomas Edison.
Oh,
So, I love how they have to put this as the first sentence. Best known for bringing electric light and recorded sound to the world. Fucking duh. Edison was also a prodigious cigar smoker. He liked to celebrate an invention with a stogie.
that's why cigars are great for celebrating.
The Wizard of Menlo Park also had a sense of humor. To tweak associates who preferred his cigars, he once planted phony smokes rolled from sawdust in his desk drawer. So people that would try to take his cigars, he'd roll sawdust.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's what fake Cubans do. That's what the fake cigars are filled with. When you go to Cuba and if you buy fake cigars, sometimes
They're with all the
take
trimmings.
the scraps from the floor and just roll them in a cigar. Rudy Giuliani, read
Oh,
that guy.
yeah.
He's a big cigar guy.
As the mayor of New York, Giuliani is focused on... Actually, Giuliani is in the top of the Sixes. He's a member there.
Huh.
You've been to Top of the Sixes? Top of the Sixes is like the Millionaires Cigar Club in Manhattan. So he, former U.S. attorney, sophisticated powerful, preferring full-bodied smokes from the Dominican Republic and Nicaragua. My man. He came upon his predilections after having been tutored in cigars by Ernesto Perez Carrillo. Oh, wow.
Cirillo.
E.P. Cirillo, okay.
Nice.
He is a frequent guest at Cigar Fixing out big smokes and enjoys cigars late night. Love it. John Travolta.
Hold on. Let's not pass on Rudy Giuliani. Fun fact, if you didn't know about Rudy Giuliani, he was one of the main factors on bringing the mafioso, the mobsters, down.
Oh. I don't know if I like that or not like that.
It's a fun fact. It's cool. I just know a lot about it. He read the book about what's one of the the 5 crime families in the mafia. You got Luciano, you got Genovese. It starts with a B. Why can't I think of it now? Not Lucchese. You got Lucchese, Genovese, Luciano, Joe
Gotti?
No, not John Gotti. What the fuck is it? Anyway, the boss of the crime family, when he was like in his later years, came out with a book. Still, when the mafia was like in its heyday, it was basically an autobiography about him, and he put in the book, I don't know why, and he gets criticized for this. He put like basically a family tree of how the mafia works, and Rudy Giuliani heard about that and read that book, and then that's ultimately how he used to bring the mafia down. Crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to pause this really quick because it's getting fucking smoky in here.
Yeah, let's open a window.
All right.
So, Bonanno, that's who I was thinking of.
Bonanno.
Joseph Bonanno. That was one of the
Joseph Banana. How many fucking times? I can't imagine how many people had called him Banana and got fucking whacked on the spot. Like, hey, yo, that's Banana.
No, they wouldn't because they know that it's all about respect. So
Well, that's what I'm saying. People that didn't know, they call him, hey, my name's Joe Banana. Oh, that's Banana Boy. Imagine calling him Banana Boy.
We got fucked up. Bro.
Oh, you've been done. You'd have been done before you even got Banana Boy out. All right.
Search another one.
Here we go. My boy, John Travolta. Cindy! Love it. John Travolta. So the actor first came on the public's radar screen as Vinnie Barbarino in Welcome Back, Kotter. I did not even know that. He skyrocketed to the star stature as a disco dancing Tony Manero from Saturday Night Fever. Know that one. And then Grease, obviously. Some of his fondest memories are of his father smoking White Owls. Ugh.
White Owls? Ugh. What?
Ugh. During his childhood in New Jersey. As a film star, Travolta can afford to reward himself with less pedestrian smokes. Some of his favorites are Davidoff's, Dunhills, and Monte Cristos. Well, at least he graduated from fucking White Owls.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And for the females out there, Demi Moore, who was a big, avid Cohiba #2 or a Monte Cristo #2.
Monte Cristo #2. So good, bro. Oh, my God. Let's find another female in here.
Well,
actually, there was one up here that I saw. Let's see.
Wasn't Whoopi Goldberg one?
She was.
Whoopi Goldberg. I don't know anything about her, but I heard about that. I don't know.
There was another one too.
I don't know how much stock is in that one.
No, but there was another girl that was very famous because I see her whenever looking at quotes. Her name comes up, right? Isn't it Zsa Gabor? Wasn't she one?
I don't know who that is.
She was a very famous actress. Let's see. Michael, Willem, James, Robert De Niro.
Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky, hell yeah. He prefers a mild smoke such as Macanudo or an Ashton 898. He and his wife, actress Janet Jones, are frequent guests at Gala cigar events. Paul Anka, oh shit.
Who's that?
You ever hear?
Put your head on my shoulder.
Like the 1950s teen island composer Mario likes his cigars one way, and that's Cuban. Cohibas are his favorite.
Cubans seem to be very big with the old timers. What else you got here? Well, anyone else come off your head? I mean, Sammy Sosa.
Dominican-born slugger indulges Dominican-made Sosa, of course. And Fuente Opus X, my man.
Ooh, those are good stuff.
Hell yeah.
Have you ever tried, what's his face's cigars? David Ortiz, that brand?
Oh, I haven't had his, no.
I didn't hear good things about it. I remember reading about it or someone telling me about it. It wasn't good, but I mean, how bad can they be?
All right, let's do this one. Pick one to 100. We'll pick one.
13.
Did we talk about 13 already?
No, it's just my birthday, so I always pick it. Bill Clinton.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
The 42nd president is known for chewing cigars on the golf course, but there have always been a few reports of his actually smoking. It's well known that the First Lady bans tobacco smoke from the White House, but does the chief executive light up somewhere else, say, for instance, on a state visit overseas? Perhaps if Hillary makes her way to the Senate, she'll entrust her husband with authority to set smoking regulations. Apparently, he chews his cigars.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Yes, you did. Yes, you did, and we know you did. You liar. Liar.
All right, anyway. Fuck that one.
Fuck that number.
Red Auerbach. Ooh,
Who's
shit.
That?
Coach? The football coach.
I just see him both.
Basketball coach.
Favorite cigar? Hoyo de Monterrey.
I love it. So... Chigo, I didn't want to rub anything in or show anybody what a great coach I was when I was 25 points ahead. Why? I got to win by 30. What the hell difference does it make? Fuck. Yeah.
That bitch is smoking.
Yo, we just opened the doors to get a little smoke out. And all you mother.
Damn, this Villiger Libertado puffs ample amount of smoke.
Yo, listen to this. Listen to this. So he says, so first off, he says, why am I going to boast when I'm up 25 points? Because I got to fucking win by 30. That's
one attitude.
So I said to Auerbach, sitting down on the bench to smoke a cigar in the waning minutes of the Boston Celtics triumph was his way of exuding humility. So if he was up by 25, he'd go back to the bench, sit down, and light up a smoke. I feel like that's what I would do as I was a basketball coach, man.
I mean,
to opposing fans, the victory cigar symbolized smugness and being able to administer such an awful beating to their team.
That's so much savagery, though. So much savagery.
Oh, my God. That is hilarious. Auerbach's victory ritual was so reveled that the Cincinnati Royals management once handed out 5,000 cigars to its fans, instructing them to light up when the Royals won. Instead, the move backfired as a fired-up Celtics squad blew the Royals off the court.
Well, that's what you get for jumping the gun.
So they were saying, let me ask
you this. Are you talk smack when you're, like, competitive?
Oh, hell yeah.
Suck my cock! I'll murder your family!
You do?
Hell yeah.
I
It's
mean,
part of the game. But then after the game's over, you're good. But here's the thing.
Yeah, there's like
there's a line. There's a line, okay? You talk smack, right? You can talk smack about the other player. But for me, and I know that people probably cross the line, but I never bring up anything personal. I never talk about family.
No.
I never talk about, I
don't
bring up anything personal. Like if there's something going on here, I don't talk about that. I'll talk smack about them. Like, oh man, like you ain't gonna do shit. I'm gonna drop 50 on you tonight, man. I'll just talk little things like that. But
yeah, when I think about talking smack, I agree. It's talking to the person, but like the people who talk so much smack, it's like when the matchup is pretty even matched, and they just go over the top, and they completely like go over.
Yeah.
They're like, we're gonna beat you by 40. You're a piece of shit. And it's like, bro, you're getting way too ahead. Or if you're winning by like an amount that's easy to come back, and you're like, I just don't like people that talk so much smack. I preferably don't do it. For me personally, I'm more quiet and humble, and I like to do it at the end. Like, I like when people talk mad smack to me, and I don't really respond.
Oh, I love when people talk shit.
And then I just produce with results. Like, be like, oh, blah, blah, and I'd be like, okay, all right, no problem. And then boom, I win the fucking game. I'd be like, I just give you the look like, you suck.
Oh yeah, it's like, it's kind of, it's part of the game.
It's
really,
just how it's kind of flowy.
But like I said, it's you gotta pick and choose your battles.
Yeah, exactly.
Because here's the thing: is it's all kind of stems from knowing your opponent. Because like when I was playing, I knew which guys I could easily get under their skin, and I knew that if I did, they wouldn't play well. Some people, like for me, if you were talking shit and I was getting mad, I played better. So it's like if I would kind of start it and then see if they would come back, and if they would come back at me, then it'd be like, all right, now it's on, and then I'd step the level up. But some people you can't get under their skin, so it's kind of just a waste of air.
Yeah, that's kind of like me most of the time. Most of the time, I'm like one in ear, out the other. But it reminds me of easy now. It reminds me when I was in high school, we were scrimmaging. I was a junior, and we were scrimmaging like before football started. And this one kid from another town was just talking mad shit, like wouldn't shut the fuck up.
The worst is when they talk and they can't back it up.
Yeah.
It's like what, like they're talking because their team is good, but I'm like, dude, you suck.
Listen to this. So I played wide receiver. So this corner just kept talking mad shit. So I was a junior in high school. So like whatever.
That bitch be smoking.
Yeah, this man boy was nice, but this kid was talking so much smack. So we were scrimmaging and the play was still going on, but the play was like dying down. So the corner was like kind of just like, all right, the play's over. But no one blew the whistle. So I was like, this is a perfect opportunity. So I jacked this fucking kid up, boom, and depleted him. And I felt like the fucking man. So to myself, I was like, fuck yeah. And then the senior, grade above me, he saw it. He was the middle linebacker on defense, and he was like, "Bro, I saw you deplete that, and you like gave me a pound." He's like, "Gave me my respect." He was like, "Yeah, good shit." I was like, "Fuck yeah, that's what's up." But he was just like talking mad shit. So the play was ending. He's like, "All right," and I was like, "Boom!" And I was like, yeah,
"You NFL blitzed them."
I was like, "Dude, that's what you fucking get. Like, don't shut the fuck up." So, anyways,
I remember doing that to people in the SL. It's funny because when I was playing in college, after finishing, because you're only allowed 4 years because of NCAA regulations.
Yeah.
So like you played 4 years, but then I had a fifth year because I was finishing up my degree. So I remember the fifth year, you'd go to the rec center. You just play pickup games. And we used to call them, it was called the SLC, was the Student Life Center. So we used to call them the SLC All-Stars. It was all the kids that thought they were shit, and because they played at the SLC and they would beat up on the kids at the SLC.
Yeah.
But then when we had a group of guys that were seniors, and then we finished playing ball, so we come back for our fifth year. We're like, all right, do you want to just have some fun? We go to the SLC,
and ball out,
and we would and they were talking so much crap because they're all a bunch of street balls and they try this all this stuff, and we'd be fucking around, and all of a sudden they would be winning by because we're not playing super serious, we're kind of fucking around. They'd be winning by, I don't know, you play to 11, so let's say they'd be winning like 7-1 or something like that, and then they'd be talking so much smack because they're winning. That's when we look at each other like, all right, turn it up. Let's do it. And then we dunking all over them, just tossing alley oops, and then next thing you know, the game, like they wouldn't score another point. Like, I don't want them to gain another yard.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
Blitz all night.
I love playing. I love doing that.
All right, pick one more.
Okay, so we'll do 1 to 100. My birthday's 22, so let's do 22.
222.
Oh,
Zeno
shit.
Davidoff, bro. Good number.
Look at this quote right off the bat.
Oh, this is a good one.
If your wife doesn't like the aroma of cigars,
change your wife.
Change your wife.
Classic.
Oh, man.
So, said the late Swiss-based cigar icon who began his illustrious career in
1930s.
There you go. Read that off for me.
I know, it's tough. It's tough to read from, especially with the smoke, because I'm blowing smoke right in the middle of it.
I don't even know how you say that. The Russian immigrant.
Where is he?
the Russian.
I think it's just
like
an immigrant or whatever. He's instrumental in creating the high-end Oeil de Monterey Chateau series. Launched a line of Cuban smoke. I love Zeno. Because, first of all, the Davidoffs are fantastic. And we've talked about this at some of like the higher-end cigars we had mentioned. The Zeno Davidoff, the Zeno Platinum, Z Crown, the blue box, the chubby. Those are fantastic.
Or the one we smoked on one episode, the Zeno Platinum exclusive series. Shout out to our boy Aaron.
That exclusive.
Exclusive.
That
straight
exclusive.
Cut. Yeah.
Dude, I love it.
That was good.
Do you have any others like right off the top of your head that? I mean, we talked about a lot, and I mean, my favorite. I love the Michael Jordan one.
I just love. I guess it's inspiration because it's something I ultimately want to emulate one day. But like when you just see like successful business, like not even celebrities, but just successful people in life, like business owners or successful whoever, and you just see them puffing on a cigar and you get to know them, and they're like, "Oh, I'm CEO of this," or "I'm director of this," and you're like, "Oh, wow, you like to fucking smoke cigars." It's like, these type of people, not just these type of people, but for me at least, and I know you, these are the people we want to emulate one day, kind of be like the head honcho, the big boss. And
I want to be on the cover of Cigar Aficionado.
You want people looking up and you be like, "Oh, that guy's successful. He's so and so, and he loves smoking cigars." Because it just cigars just resemble success, celebration.
Yeah, they just it's a classiness to them, and it's I feel like that. Like if you smoke cigars, you're in that upper echelon of.
And that's what I liked it. Going back to like the whole mafioso thing, we like dressing up. They always dress up nice. He smoked cigars. He looked good smoking it, and then it also kind of resembles, elegance and some kind of success, and you kind of have a good head on your shoulders because it's like not everyone smokes cigars, and you just know what you're doing. So
yeah. Here's another one. I don't know if this was on here, but I think you showed me a video. I think it was Steve Harvey. He smoked cigars.
Oh,
and he was like he was shooting a movie or something, or he was in the trailer. You see, the one they're talking about him.
Yoga. Cigars, yoga.
Yeah, he talks about I
forgot what he says.
He talks about people ask, why do you smoke cigars? And he's like, well, basically he's saying like, it relaxes me. This is what I do on my downtime. This is when I'm a very busy person. And I don't have a lot of downtime, but to get my head straight, to get a good shoulder on my, head on my shoulders, and kind of create that equilibrium back, I just smoke cigar.
Love it.
And it's true because, I've been moving around. I've been doing a lot of crazy stuff just like you. And sometimes it's just good to decompress. Either you have an alcoholic beverage or you smoke a cigar or you do
both.
Both. And like I said, cigars, they're just so relaxing, and it just decompresses you, and you just kind of shy away from just all the craziness that's going on in your life.
Love it. It's a form of meditation.
Our therapy session.
It's a form of meditation. I love it. Absolutely.
So
anyway,
that's it. We're gonna call it a day.
That's gonna do it.
Yeah. We're getting to it. So
listen, if you guys enjoyed that episode, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button so you can be notified about all future episodes. Hit the rate it on, if you're listening on a podcast, rate it 5 stars, whatever platform you're on, give it the highest rating. We really appreciate that. Appreciate all you guys who are already listeners, already subscribers, anybody who sent us cigars, sent us gifts, sent us emails and suggestions. We appreciate all you guys. You guys are making this happen. This is why we're doing it, is for you guys.
Exactly. We're not doing this because we have to. We're doing this because we love to. Mm-hmm. And it's just like a form of a hobby that we like to do. And the journey that it's been so far, it's been really fun. So thank you for everyone that's been contributing to our journey.
Having a little trouble speaking today.
All that beer we've been drinking.
Yeah, beer. So anyway, we're going to send it off. Here's to you guys. Here's to you, brother. Salud.
Chintani.